What up, Dokkanners? The data download for Global dropped last night, and with it, we got a whole bunch of information outside of the usual stuff. We know now when the banner is going to be dropping. We know all of the content of the data download, but more specifically, we even have a fat Global W outside of Dokkan Festival tickets. We are also getting a global exclusive event that will be giving you stones. Yes, stones, global exclusive. Why? I don't know, just take the W. So let's just jump in and talk about all of this good stuff, starting with the data download size, 226 megabytes. Good luck downloading that. So now let's jump in and talk about, first off, the timing. When is the Super 17 Dokkan Festival going to be dropping for Global? It is going to be dropping for Global May 30th, 2023 at 11:30 p.m. PDT. What does that mean? That means that when I post my upcoming video going over the campaign details, basically add roughly 6.5 hours after that video. 6.5 hours after your day's reset, that is when this unit is going to be dropping on Global. Now, most of you are probably not going to be summoning because this is not a unit that a lot of you need, and this is not a unit that is so compelling and a must-have that you have to spend your precious stones given how close we are to the 8-year anniversary. So there's your small little obligatory should you or should you not summon talk. I will not be making a video for this one because the answer is fairly straightforward for the overwhelming majority of you. The answer is just no, don't do it. There might be discounts, there might be ticket sales, all of the different ways that they can try to get you to spend your money, but you shouldn't fall for it because your main priority should be saving up for the 8-year anniversary. So once again, banner's going to be dropping 6.5 hours after reset. Later on today, I will be posting a video going over the campaign details, and pretty much after that, you can add about 6 to 6.5 hours. I'll be going live on the channel to do those summons so that you don't have to. You can watch me do those summons so that you don't have to. And I would implore you guys, of all the different times, for this one in particular, if you have the slightest bit of temptation on this banner, try using the friend unit, try checking out showcases, and try just seeing how my summons go, because all those different things could potentially sway you from spending some stones, which might end up being the best decision you ever made. So everything is going to be dropping tonight, May 30th, 11:30 p.m. PDT. Looks like everything else is going to be dropping at the same time as well. Now let's go through the data download contents here. Shout out to my boy Proton for all things data download information. Follow my Twitter at Proton10mg. Okay, thank you. We got the promo movie. We got the STR Dokkan Festival. We got the physical banner unit. We've got the new stage for the existing Dokkan event. So why is this worded this way? Well, it's because the Super 17 Dokkan event, which apparently was the 4th oldest Dokkan event ever created, I think. Day one players, correct me if I'm wrong. But this event is getting an update. So that is why we're not getting a brand new stage. Instead, we are just getting an update to this one, which already has level 1 right there. So level 2 will be giving you this. And so with that, you'll be getting 2 more stones. And that is why it is phrased in this way. Extreme Z area, Universe Survival Saga. This is obviously because we are getting the easiest for the 2 free-to-play units, the physical Ranch Kids, Goten, Trunks, and Marin. And then we're also getting the easier for the physical Casserole and the Pride Troopers of Universe 11. One of those 2, Casserole, is a must-have in terms of EZA, especially for the future of the Universe Survival Saga and Universe 11. So please make sure you guys are able to get that done. For Extreme Z areas, you do need certain units. Let me actually pull that up so you guys can take a look and see which units are required here. So let's go to the campaign details for JP on Super 17. Let's go to that Extreme Z area and let's see which units that they had to choose from. So it's these guys right here. Not everybody is free to play. There are a lot of summonable ones, but they're more of the low end summonable characters as well as the free to play. So if you need to, screenshot this right here, prepare your team, or make sure to farm out some units if you need to, because you can only choose from these characters, and then you have to have the respective units that are involved in the Extreme Z Awakenings on their stages. Stage 1, you got to have the Ranch Kids in there. Stage 2, Casserole. So prepare when you can and be ready. So let's move on here. New limited event. So folks, this is the global exclusive event, and you are going to see what that is exactly. But if you can tell from this little image here, this weird looking key is the key to opening that limited event. And this is just weird because Global has had this, or JP has never had this before. This is Global's first event. So very, very weird. Also Battlefield 56, which means more stones, which is awesome. And I don't believe we are going to be receiving Hachiyak during this. Limited key and tickets. So you would think that the Global W in the thumbnail or in the title or whatever would be alluding to the tickets. But no, that at this point, we know we're going to be getting tickets. That's always a Global W. But the bigger W, lies in that key. So we're going to take a look at that. Let's scroll down here. This is the movie. You are we. I am you. We will fuse. Oh my God, great. Then we've got the art here. We got the assets. We've got the backdrop for the post-apocalyptic looking stage where the Super 17 first emerges. We've got the Extreme Z area for Universe Rival Saga mission. I love the difference. It's against the Ranch Kids, and then it's against the Tournament of Power. Then we've got the medals for the 2 units. This is the stage, God Level Intensive Training Special Edition. So that name might seem familiar to some of you guys, which we'll take a look at in a second, but this is the backdrop to that. And we've got some missions for Battlefield 56, the usual stuff. So you can expect around 30-ish stones for that. And here we go. This is the limited key. All pumped up limited key can be used to attempt the event In Search of Greater Power God Level Intensive Training Special Edition on the limited list in the Portal of Memories, valid until August 31st, 2023 at actually wait, what is this? 1600 PST. This is an hour. Yeah, so this is basically a minute before reset for that day. So that we've got. Then we've also got tickets, and then we've got Dokkan Festival tickets. This is the 8-year anniversary stuff. This is the Dokkan Festival tickets. But this is the very interesting thing. Why is this key here? So let's just continue here and take a look at that. So this key opens up this event right here. In Search of Greater Power, God Level Intensive Training Special Edition. Now this might seem familiar. And the reason why it seems familiar is because this is literally the daily, not the daily, but the weekly event that we've already got going for us. In Search of Greater Power, God Level Intensive Training. This is already in Dokkan, people. It is available once per week, once every 7 days. Here you can earn some skill orbs, and those skill orbs, they have not expanded the inventory, but those skill orbs have, well, they did when they first updated it last month or something like that, where you can now get some much better skill orbs from this event. This is the stage that they've now introduced as a key gated event. Now, I don't quite understand why they're doing this. I'm not complaining, but some of you might be confused like myself. I was literally asking my boy Proton, yo, any idea why they're doing this? He's like, Global W? And I was like, Global Fluke more like? I mean, this just makes no sense. Like, the wording is exactly the same. The only difference is this one says Special Edition. Is this some sort of a precursor to a potential part 2 that could be a global first? I did sort of, mention that in passing in previous videos. I don't know, maybe this has something to do with it. Maybe they just decided they wanted to give global some stones for whatever reason, because if we look here at this event, there are also some missions associated with it. Starting from the 31st of May at reset until the 31st of August at reset, you were able to earn 3 dragon stones per mission. What is this? 3 dragon stones for clearing this once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 16 times. You are earning 50 dragon stones. Not really 50, it's 48, but rounded up to 50 dragon stones. I don't understand what this is. I really don't. So at the moment, there is no art here, but I wanted to put these side by side to show you guys it is literally the same event. Like, it's the same thing. So I really don't know what they're doing, why they're doing this, if this is going to be ultimately changed. But as of right now, this is just how it is. So, yeah. And what's also interesting is between now and August, I think there actually is enough to, yeah, I think this is still going to be a once a week thing, because between this date and August 31st, that's 3 months. So that's virtually, well, actually, how many weeks are there between? I don't know. Whatever. I just don't know what to make of this, because 16 weeks seems like an awful lot. I don't think you can fit 16 weeks into a 3-month time span. Yeah, that's not possible. So it's not 16 weeks. So is it going to be something that you can access through missions? You get keys and you can run through this once a week, twice a week. I really don't know how they're going to frame this. So your guess is as good as mine, but we'll find out in the campaign details, hopefully. So when the campaign does drop later on today at reset, look out for my video. I will be dropping it as soon as possible, and we will get to the bottom of this, hopefully. But hey, this is good news. 48 stones at some point coming to global that JP doesn't get. So major W for global players. And then on top of that, we're also getting the tickets and whatnot. So this celebration just suddenly turned out to be much better than I anticipated. Yeah, you may not be summoning a whole lot because most of you might be skipping, but alongside the EZAs that we're also going to be getting the Super 17 Dokkan Festival, not Super 17, MVP 17 Dokkan Festival EZ that will happen at some point. We are getting tickets, we're getting 8-year anniversary stuff, and we are also getting this key. And oh, by the way, I should mention in the news here, they also provided this little issue right here. There was apparently a problem with certain characters' skills, passive skills. When HP is at 100%, certain characters' active skills and a single character's passive skill might not be activated even if the activation conditions are met. Now, I've personally never come across this problem. I never noticed this. Maybe I did, I just forgot. But all of these different units had this alleged problem. Broly LR, or Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, Supreme Kai, and Kibito. And then the passive belongs to the Demon King Piccolo. But apparently that was an issue, so they've also handed out 4 Dragon Stones. So folks, everything is just coming up global. This is just like, we just stumbled upon a global W in the middle of a nothing burger. And especially after JP having just received their Turles Dokkan Festival and a lot of people feeling, you know, overwhelmingly negative about the Turles, it's very unusual that global ends up being the bigger celebration or the bigger version for right now. I don't know. So there you have it. That is the breakdown for the day to download. And I am looking forward to seeing what comes up in the campaign details later on today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if you are going to be around for the summoning stream coming up later on tonight. Are you guys looking forward to any event in particular? What do you think is the explanation or the justification behind Global receiving a very limited sort of key and getting the same Whis event, but with a special edition? What possible reason could there be for them doing this? And any thoughts, any theories, let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.